Hey, I'm Margie Odom, licensed marriage and family therapist and emotional eating coach. And I want to talk to you guys about some of the indecisiveness or trouble with decision making you might be having right now as the guidelines for social distancing are starting to lift and change, especially with complete inconsistency from state to state. So, here in Kentucky, we still have somewhat strict guidelines that are lifting as we go through the month of May. And I know in other states and other listeners, you all have had some very interesting places open up that really don't seem to make a lot of sense. And I know it's just been a really confusing time. And for my clients with anxiety and friends and other people that I have been talking to, what I'm noticing is this fear around decision making. Having the guidelines lifted means you need to decide, am I going to risk it and try this new thing or go back to doing something I was doing before? Or am I just going to continue to shelter in place? And how do I know? How do I know when it's the right time? We're months away from, a vaccine and lots of big decisions being made. And so it's bringing up the level of anxiety that we already were dealing with to a whole nother level. And so I just want to give you a quick tip on how you might manage through this. And I want you to think about what anxiety does in general. We all have some anxiety. And when it comes up for us, what we tend to do is think of the worst case scenario and what we're going to do when that worst case scenario strikes. And boy, that can really leave you stressed out and not in a very good place. Not to mention operating from fear, which is really not our best place to make decisions because we don't think so well in fear, we act. So, I want to talk to you about what can you do differently. And it's a small shift from what you can't do or shouldn't do to what you should or could do. And that probably sounds kind of simple, but when you're dealing with anxious thoughts and you've got yourself in this box of negative thinking, one of the best things you can do to challenge those thoughts is to think about what you can do. And that some people would call that what you have control over. I'm not even sure I would call it that so much as, okay, my neighbors are having people over. They want us to grill out, but it's going to be a little chilly, and some people might go inside. And I don't think I want to go inside their house because that's not really following the guidelines that I feel comfortable with for myself and my family. So I don't think I should go. And that box is what anxiety will do for you. And what I'm offering to you is the option to say, I will go. And what I can do is hang out outside. And if people start to go inside, I can choose to leave. And that simple switch in thinking will empower you to feel a little less trapped, a little less boxed in, and hopefully a little less anxious. So shift your thoughts. What can I do? What might I do instead of what I can't do and won't do? I hope you'll give that a try. I hope you're staying well. And again, I'm Margie Odom, licensed marriage and family therapist and emotional eating coach. You can follow me on Facebook at Odom Therapy or Weight Within, on Instagram at The Weight Within, or check out my websites, odomtherapy.com or weightwithin.com. Have a great rest of today, and thanks for listening.